After 45, life begins to whisper new truths. It's no longer about chasing what's next. It's about cherishing what's here. We start seeing life differently. The years ahead become more precious, and we begin to understand something important. That happiness isn't always about adding more, but sometimes about letting go. In this video, let's talk about 5 things you should stop doing after 45. Because when you stop doing what drains you, you make more space for peace, confidence, and joy. This isn't about rules, it's about freedom. Freedom to live your best years with calm and clarity. 1. Stop comparing yourself to others. Comparison is a thief that never stops stealing. When we were younger, we compared careers, looks, homes, success. We measured our lives with someone else's ruler. But after 45, comparison becomes heavier and completely unnecessary. You have lived your own story. You've faced storms, built strength, and learned lessons no one else could understand. So why compare a life that's deeply personal to someone else's highlight reel? When you stop comparing, you rediscover gratitude. You begin to appreciate your unique timeline, your pace, your growth, your journey. True confidence doesn't come from being better than others. It comes from no longer needing to be. 2. Stop trying to please everyone. People-pleasing feels like kindness, but most of the time, it's quiet self-betrayal. You can't make everyone happy, and you don't have to. After 45, your time and energy become sacred. Every yes you give to something that doesn't serve you is a no to your own peace. It's okay to step back. It's okay to disappoint people who expect too much. It's okay to protect your boundaries and say, I can't do that right now. Because peace doesn't come from being liked by everyone. It comes from liking yourself. When you look in the mirror, when you stop living for approval, you start living for truth. And that's where calm begins. 3. Stop living in the past. The past can feel like a comfort zone, familiar, safe, full of memories, but it can also become a prison if you keep visiting what you should have already left behind. You can't rewrite yesterday, but you can shape tomorrow. Every day after 45 is a fresh page, and when you keep rereading old chapters, you miss the beauty of the one you're in. Forgive the people who didn't know better. Forgive the version of yourself who didn't either. You did the best you could, with what you had and what you knew. When you release the past, you give your heart permission to breathe again. And that breath, that quiet exhale of acceptance, is the beginning of peace. 4. Stop saying, it's too late. There's a silent lie that many people start believing after midlife. That it's too late to start again, too late to change, too late to dream. But that's not true. Where if you're breathing, you're still becoming. Every sunrise brings new potential. Every mistake brings new wisdom. And every dream, no matter how delayed, still matters. You are not too old to learn, to love it, to travel, to laugh, to heal, to begin again. The truth is, it's never too late to make peace with yourself and create a life that feels light and meaningful. When you stop saying it's too late, you start living like it's right on time. 5. Stop postponing joy. We spend so much of our life waiting for the right time, the right opportunity, the right moment to relax, to celebrate, to enjoy life. But here's the secret. The right time is always now. Joy isn't something you earn at the end of struggle. It's something you practice in the middle of it. Make time for the small joys, your morning coffee, a slow walk at sunset, the sound of laughter, the warmth of a hug. Those moments are your real life. Don't delay them for a someday that might never come. When you stop postponing joy, you realize that happiness was never missing. It was just waiting for your attention. When you stop doing these 5 things, comparing, people-pleasing, clinging to the past, believing it's too late, and postponing joy, you make room for something better. You make room for peace. You make room for purpose. You make room for you. After 45, your life isn't slowing down. It's refining. You begin to choose differently. You begin to see clearly, and you begin to realize that your best years aren't behind you. They're quietly unfolding right now. Peace, happiness, love, purpose. They all start with one brave choice to stop carrying what no longer belongs to you. Thank you for spending this time with us today, reflecting on what truly matters. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 things do you feel ready to stop doing? Is it comparing yourself? Living in the past? Or maybe it's learning to say no without guilt? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your words don't just inspire me, they inspire every person who reads them. We read every single comment, and your reflections are what make the golden chapter. A calm, beautiful community of wise souls, so take a moment. Write something from the heart. If this video brought you peace or perspective, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps us reach others who are also learning to live fully and age gracefully. Remember, you don't grow old when you stop living. You grow old when you stop learning. And as long as you keep growing, you're forever in your golden chapter. The golden chapter. Live fully, age gracefully.